Hello, Pastafarians, it's me, Schizophrenic Mage. Here I am on the mall. I'm on Champa and the 16th Street Mall. Right over here, the Brothers of Brass are setting up. They're about to do quite a bit of high-quality local music, live music, representing Denver during these last few months, very, very respectably, or in a way that I find I have a lot of respect for. Is that respectably? I don't know. I wanted to stream a little bit later because I've only got an hour really of battery. And I was waiting for those earth changes, world changes. What are they called? World changes for Christ, right? Waiting for them to set up, but they're just not here. But look who is here. Our good friends from our June tour, the Ecclesia of Christ, after this bus goes. There we are. Trevor's there with them with his new shorter hair. So, I think I'm going to opposition preach from about here, I think.
Praise God, hallelujah. Jesus said that if anyone says that they follow me and love me, but don't do the things that I say, they're liars and the truth is not in them. So if you're getting drunk willfully...
Gentlemen and ladies, do not be alarmed. My name is Christopher Mitch. I'm a real preacher from the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. I come out here when there are things like this happening, when there's myth preachers preaching lies on our streets. I come out here to oppose them. If you have any questions about my message, please do not be shy, do not be afraid. I am streaming here, but you know, don't stress about that. Your whole life is being streamed probably because of, you know, the NSA is probably watching you all anyway from cameras up here and the... But I'm a preacher of truth, a preacher of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. And I come out here to oppose this myth.
I was a drug dealer, I had Scarface on my arm. And he saved me, he turned me away from drugs.
It's going to be difficult to do. Hold up my sign and stream. But I think I will try it. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? My YouTube information's right up there. Generally, I like to go and oppose people like this because they're preaching lies and hatred in the street, and I really don't like that sort of thing. And you can see me do that on that YouTube. See you online. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. Please do join today. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, my friend? The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Do join today. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult on this earth. Please do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? Here's my YouTube information. I'll see you online. The one true cult on this earth. We worship truth, not mythology. We live in reality instead of a fantasy world created in our own mind. We believe only in truth, not the hatred and mythology of ancient blood gods. If you do have any questions, if I do this, let's check this out. We'll flip it around like this. Bam! Is that any more better? The one true cult on this earth. Do join today. The cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Yesterday at this time there were 4 preachers set up right there. They intended to come out today and preach again, but I opposed them. And because of the opposition, they were too afraid to come out today. There is less hate being preached on the streets because of the efforts of yesterday. And if you help me in my efforts today, there will be less lies taught in these streets tomorrow. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, do join today.
If you claim in Jesus, but you feel addicted,
It's sort of hard to do both of these things in one hand. Hold on to the camera and my saggins. But, you know, I'm pretty good at it. I'm a pro. Maybe if I go like this. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, join today. The cult of truth and reason and science. My friends over there are flat earthers, I'm not joking. They have listened to mythology so completely that has overwritten their sense of reality. They believe the earth is flat. The earth is not flat, I can prove it to you today. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? Please do Google us. It's just going to be my chest the whole time. I know a lot of you are into that, but it's not really what I'm trying to do here. I'll see what I can... Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? The one true cult on this earth. So really, Pastafarians, I'm just waiting until these people show up. I thought they would be here. They said they'd be here at 2 o'clock, but I believe it's well past 2. I don't really see a clock from here. There is a clock tower, but it's more than hard to read.
That's what Jesus said.
Looks like it's 2:45. I'm very surprised that they're not here. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, do join today. The cult of truth and science and reason. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? Do you know many Pastafarians? The one true cult on this earth, do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube.
And he healed them. Jesus said to not forsake the gathering of the brethren. Jesus said to not
see if I go like this. Well, happily nobody's watching because everyone's out busy on Saturday. Good for you, Pastafarians. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? Cool. My YouTube information is right here. If you want to check out my YouTube, I often oppose these people. I went on a tour with them of the East Coast for the last 16 days a couple weeks ago, and they're crazy. They think the Earth is flat. What? I actually got myself invited to join with them as they took a tour. They were talking about it in March. I asked if I could come, and eventually they said yes, and so I did. I went with them in their cars as we went to Chicago and New York and Washington, D.C. and Miami. We came back on July 5th, and while I was with them, I learned quite a lot of things about them. One, they're very self-destructive. They want this earth to burn. They're excited for when it catches fire, and they live in a mythological world where it's flat. They really honestly believe the earth is flat. So the religious zeal has taken them out of this reality into a fantasy world, and unfortunately that would be fine if they didn't have to come out and addict other people to their crazy addiction. And so as Pastafarian, I generally like to preach in opposition. Pastafarian, a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, I like to oppose them and tell people how crazy they are. And yeah, give people another sort of point of view. That even though they're loud and passionate, they're also very incredibly wrong and dumb. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? How you doing, man? There's supposed to be another group. I was waiting for them to show up, but it's just been these guys, so I'm just gonna go preach opposite them. I know them quite well. I've been hanging out with them on a trip for 2 weeks. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? Do you know many Pastafarians? The one true cult, please do join. The cult of flying spaghetti monster. Yeah. People call us Pastafarians as sort of derogatory term, but if you take it and own it, it can't be derogatory anymore, much like the word Mormon. The cult of flying spaghetti monster, please do join today. Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? Have you? The one true cult. The cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. Do join today. See you online. No, thank you though. That's very kind of you. Cool. You said it over on like the planters and stuff? Yeah. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult on this earth today, the first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Please do join. Hello there, have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? I'm going to switch arms. Did that work? Freeze up this arm. I can go like this. The camera's not the greatest of shots. I can flip it around like that. It's probably really dizzying and uncomfortable. Off-putting. First Pastafarian cult of YouTube, please do join today. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult, please do join. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. It looks like they're having technical difficulties at the moment. Let me get out my aggressive signs here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true cult on this earth. Please do join today, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Give me another one of those so I can hand it to somebody.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep mine.
Sure, yeah. The one true cult. Hello there, have you heard of the Flying Spaghetti Monster? The one true creator of this reality.
So I'm going to get back to the story for the Bible, right? It was about liars and how they didn't inherit the kingdom of God. This story is already made. This story was about Ananias and his wife. You talk about the fear of God. That's something that will fear God in you. The fear of God, people think of it as a bad thing. But you know what happened in this story?
The one true cult on this earth. The cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster.
The early church was beaten. He went around making disciples, teaching the church.
Man, I really wish this other group would show up. I don't know where they're at.
What happened?
You know what, Pastafarians, I'm gonna walk and see if they've shown up over here, and then I'll be back, because I think they're gonna be here for hours and hours, and I've only got like 1 hour on my battery here. So I've been streaming for about 15 minutes. I'll do another 15 soon.